to part 2 of Whatcha Watchins, to my May favorites this month. Been watching quite a few shows this month, and it's hard to keep up with all of them now.
What have I done to myself?
If you did not get to see part 1 by chance, I will link the video right here if you wanted to check that out before you get on with this one. If not, then let's get started. Alright, so the first thing I'd like to talk about is a variety show. Now, if you watched my previous video, you may know that I don't watch too many variety shows, but I did stumble upon this one, which was more of a pilot, so I'm not quite sure if it's like gonna be concrete and for sure, or if a couple of things may change, but the first episode I thought was lovely and hilarious. It's called I Am a Man. Basically, it's all guys. Even the audience is all guys. Jae-suk is the MC, the leader, I guess. And then along with him in the cast, I suppose, the cast of MCs, there are a lot of other members. It went through a lot of different categories and subjects that they talked about. I don't exactly know where the show is headed and what exactly the premise of the show is. All I know, what I got from it was it's very guy-oriented and they talk about issues for guys, but it was still funny, and even though I'm a girl, I thought it was hilarious. There was one situation where there was this Sunbae and Hubei thing. It was really funny. If you watch it, you'll figure it out, and you will probably crack up just as much as I did. I would watch the second episode, so I'm not really sure when or if that show is going to officially premiere. If you're interested in checking out the episode, check it out. Actually, I'll have the link right here if you'd like to watch the video. Alright, so I'm officially finished with variety shows. I am now going to head on over to dramas! So last month, I talked about a lot of detective shows, and I did mention one a little early, which I'm going to mention again right now. It's called You're All Surrounded. It premiered the beginning of this month of May, and initially I wasn't quite sure how I felt about it, but now that I've seen a few episodes, I think it's very entertaining. I like the music. It's kind of happy, even though, it's action-y. Again, it's just about these rookie cops that have, transferred into the Gangnam, Seoul area. They're definitely green. But they're all very talented in their own right, are under the guidance of this tough cop. The main character is Lee Sung-gi. He's become a cop due to some heavy circumstances that happened to him in the past. He's got a bit of turmoil inside here, and I think he needs to work that out. But funny shenanigans and just goofy situations, silly criminals sometimes. Overall, it's a really fun and energetic show. It's very colorful. Those are my first impressions of the show, but I was really hyped when it first came out. So if you're interested in seeing a fun and lively detective show with, of course, some underlying hidden agendas and revenge and things like that, yeah, check it out. You're All Surrounded. So the next show that I'm going to be talking about, this is another drama. It's called Doctor Strange, or The Strange Doctor. This is Lee Jong-suk's, I think, third drama where he's been, the main guy. So kudos to you, Lee Jong-suk. Good job there. This show is a little darker, but I will say, every time I start getting to a point when I'm in the show, when I start feeling like, man, this is getting too heavy and I don't know if I want to keep watching, Bazinga! They will pop in some humor and lighten the mood a little to kind of keep me going. What is this show about exactly? Obviously, it's about a doctor and medicine, right?
You are correct. Good job.
The show starts off in like the mid-1990s, while both Koreas are kind of having some conflict. There is like the threat of North Korea being bombed by America, but then that's totally going to affect South Korea, and so there's just a lot of political and military turmoil at this point, and blah 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 blah, I don't care. In the show, it introduces to you to these characters as father and son. He is chosen to go over to North Korea, fix Kim Il-sung his heart, because I guess it's failing. But after he goes over there, he finds out that his son, Park Hoon, is kidnapped and taken over there as hostage. Unfortunately, they never get to go back to South Korea. North Korea's like,
hey, guess what? Not gonna happen today. You's gonna stay here forever.
while Lee Jong-suk's character, Park Hoon, is in North Korea. He goes to medical school. He finds his true love. He's like having a pretty awesome day. Bad things happen, especially to his girlfriend. Man, he is just, not in a good place. There's a lot of heartbreak. And man, you think you've had a rough day. Park Hoon, I gotta give him credit, man. He's had it rough. Woo! After tons of strife and struggle, he somehow gets back to South Korea. Basically, is just doing lots of odd-end jobs to try and find and rescue, his love.
We'll see how that goes.
So far, I've really liked this show. I hope the summary kind of made sense. Does he ever get to save his true love, or, is it all in vain? Alright, so the next drama that I'm going to be talking about is called Triangle. This particular show is kind of more of a drama. Premiered at the beginning of May, and it's really centered around these three brothers that were separated like a long time ago, maybe like 20 or so years. Present day, they unexpectedly somehow meet again, and see how that goes. It's starring some pretty well-known people. The first would be Lee Bom-soo. He plays the oldest brother. The second oldest brother, which is played by Kim Jae-jung. You may know him from a group called JYJ. The youngest brother is played by Siwon. He is from the group Jia. Oldest brother. He plays a detective, like a really hot-headed, like problems, trouble, a lot of turmoil detective. Is the second oldest brother. He's kind of a thug, and he's got a gambling problem. Yeah, he's the youngest brother. I believe he was adopted when he was little, so he's actually rich, but he goes to a therapist because he's got some problems as well. Wow, even though they haven't lived together, they've all got problems. Look at that, you got things in common. You're kind of one of those shows, at least for me, where it really just depends on what mood I'm in. It's kind of a whatever show to me right now, just because I haven't gotten far enough in the episodes where I just want to keep going and going and going. So we will see how it goes. So if you're interested in seeing a kind of melodrama, family, and kind of action-y crime kind of show, then I would check this out. Definitely has a lot of potential. I'm gonna keep it on my radar. Alright guys, so that wraps up my May monthly favorites. If you are interested at all in any of the shows that I've mentioned, I have links down in the description box below for you to check them out, give them a whirl. And if you have any recommendations for any shows that you're currently watching, watching and would like to share your thoughts or recommend them to me, I would greatly appreciate that. You can list that down in the comment section below. I think that's about it. I will see you guys next time, and I hope you have a nice day.